All right, ladies, number one, congratulations on a big win. Bob Dillner, App Weekly News on App TV. I want to know, because it was feisty there at the end. That was a gritty performance by you guys. How are you feeling it on the floor here tonight in such a close game with a rival here in the Sun Belt?
Well, last week we played them at their house, and we lost that one. So it was really, we had a chip on our shoulder, and being at home, it really helped, and the crowd really helped. Everybody helped, the team, coaches, really everybody. So it was just very energetic, and we all felt it.
Elena, and then Rylan.
I think every single possession that we had, we were valuing the ball. We were just playing poise. We were patient, like playing with each other, also like offense and defense. So that's what is the best for me.
It's always good to split, so we obviously lost last week to ODU, but then a quick turnaround. We were ready for them. We prepped. We fixed mistakes that we needed to adjust, and we got that done tonight.
All three of you in double figures, but Rylan, I want to start with you. You made it sound so easy on the broadcast when I just interviewed you, but you're really finding your way, and you're hitting those outside shots as well as on the boards and so forth. What are you feeling as a player now that's different than has been in the past? Because you've always had talent, but you're really strong right now.
I think I just have an extra level of confidence, and I'm having fun. Like, I enjoy playing with my teammates, and whether I'm scoring or not scoring, I have fun being out there. So I'm just enjoying it, and I have a lot of confidence right now.
All three of you, so much fun to watch, as well as your team. But Eleyana, you bring so much spark, and Coach has talked about that, as far as your fast-paced, play out there. What is it about this team right now that you're seeing start to build? You're 6-2 in the Sun Belt, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, in practices, well, actually, what Rai said, no matter what she's doing, she's always bringing us all up, and that just makes me want to work harder for them, and everyone else does that for me, so I just want to keep pushing it, keep getting players their shots, and just making them get their groove.
Elena, when did you feel this team really starting to come together after that non-conference stretch, and now with how well you guys are performing in the Sun Belt?
I think we were doing pretty good, also till the Troy game. But after that game, I think we really started to put our head down. We started working, and also shout out to Rylan, because me and her been working on those shots all the time, and I'm glad that she can find her shots and she's making them. So that's really good for us.
Any further questions?
Hey guys, Trey Blake with the Appalachian. Great game to all of y'all. Only 5 assists for ODU as a whole team. I mean, you guys kind of beat them at their own game, second best defense in the conference. Was that kind of a point of emphasis going in, kind of isolate them, single them out?
Sorry, I did not know. That's crazy. Yeah, during practices, we really had a great emphasis on defense. That's really what we were working on. If we didn't get if we got beat top foot, we always had to start over, and it was just very repetitive, but we got it done, and you see it on the stat sheet, which is good.
For the two bigs, when those guards really drove in, you guys did a good job of pushing them out. Is that also a game plan, just keeping them out of the paint?
Yeah, for sure. I think when we have to help, and then we have to get back to they have 2 really good bigs, and they rebound the ball really well, so there was an emphasis on that for sure during this week.
Any further questions? All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good job. See you Saturday.
Thank you.
Let's go, App State student body. That was amazing. It's when you build a program, you create a vision outside of just your basketball team. And we have been at the bottom of the Sun Belt in attendance. And so I want to give a shout out to Cassie Nichols, our Director of Recruiting and Community Relations. She's just done a lot of work to get people out to our game and working with our marketing team. And, we went and talked to the SGA the other night. I saw a bunch of them in the stands, and I'm just really thankful for them showing up for our team. I loved the Hawaiian shirts. What a great tradition that we want to start. This was something that we have done other places, and I love it, and we want to continue to build that. And just being able to walk out and have people on both sides. I mean, obviously we want to fill up that other side a little bit more, and that's the next step for us. But just so thankful for the home court advantage and people getting behind our team. And speaking about the team, I thought they played really well. Obviously in the first quarter we had great defense. We held them to 8 points. We challenged our team. We gave up 26 points off turnovers and 24 points off offensive rebounds when we played them a little over a week ago. And when I look down, they have 8 points off turnovers. They have 14 second chance points, so much better job by us. And then I peek down and I see again we have 27 bench points. We talk about teaming people to death, and we continue to do that. I thought, Rylan Moffitt played huge for us, and everybody sees the shots and the swishes because she hardly hits rim with her shots. But what everybody doesn't see is the behind-the-scenes leadership that she brings, and really thankful for that. And we really challenged Eleyana Tafisi. I watched film with her yesterday. She set a goal for 3 rebounds, and she had 5. So I think the kids, they wanted it, and we got to keep, obviously there's things that we still got to get better at and keep growing. But I thought, we really took care of the ball and did what we had to do. Really proud of them.
Awesome. We will open it up for questions.
Bob Dillner, App Weekly News, App TV. Coach, this was a gritty win, and it was a big win in terms of 2 teams coming in, 4th and 5th in the Sun Belt, 5-2 records. And I know coaches are always like 1 win at a time, 1 game at a time. But I want to talk and ask you about what you think the significance of this win. When they battled back, but you prevailed here tonight, what is the significance for your team?
Well, I just think that our team is starting to show that we have some grit to us. And it was the one thing I knew we could shoot. I knew we could play together. I didn't know how well we could score in the paint as a basketball team. And, we're just starting to find some ways. I mean, the big layup by Emily Carver where she changed speeds and laid it up. And we're starting to do things that we haven't seen kids do, just like Rylan Moffitt shooting the 3 with unbelievable confidence. And so I think not just the win, but the significance is we continue to show our player development, and that's such a big piece of our program. Is we take a lot of pride. I mean, Emily Carver has been shooting with Coach BK almost every single day. Emily Heggie, kids that don't even get in the game, they're in the gym, they're investing in their game, and that's really important because my philosophy is as each individual player gets better, our team gets better. It's a significant win just because we hadn't really got over Wednesday's loss. I know you have the 24-hour rule, but we just didn't love the way we played in the 4th quarter. And so I think just to have bounce back and fight, and, they're really good. They have really good guards. They have a post player that's obviously really intense on the inside. And so it's a great quality win for us at home.
I want to know because they came close at the end. You guys prevailed, and there were so many timeouts. I mean, obviously, every opportunity you even called timeouts and so forth. So I want to know, what were you reminding them? What was the message when you got in that huddle often?
Well, and that's the thing about leadership, and that's why our team has turned the corner, is they're saying what I need to say before I even get into the huddle. And so by the time I got over there, once I had my thoughts together in a game plan, I heard them saying, be poised, chin the ball, take care of it, be strong. We have the jump ball, don't dribble it. And so then I just get to go in and talk about X's and O's. And that's been the difference. Whenever anybody asks us what has been the turning point of our team, it's the leadership of E and Emily Carver and Rylan Moffitt.
You spoke just a second ago and you're open about Rylan Moffitt, her leadership, her work ethics, that sort of thing. You talked early in the season about her beautiful shot. How has it all come together? What has she done, and what have you seen in Rylan Moffitt, and what's to come?
Yeah, I think she's just put her head down and worked. I go back to UNCG. She played 2 minutes. And I met with her afterwards. I don't know why I played her 2 minutes. I kind of was embarrassed by that, honestly. And I watched film with her, and I told her we played a few days after that. And I just remember telling her, I'm going to play you the most minutes on the team. And I just think confidence goes a long way. And how you get confidence is just putting your head down and getting reps, and we run a style of offense where she gets to show off her skill set, and she gets to be on the perimeter and play inside, and her rebounding, her toughness, she's just a great player. And what's next for her is, I think, continuing to hit her in the post. I think, we constantly are telling our guards to look inside. It's just not something that they're used to, and I still would like to get some more paint touches because her and Elena, both of them are starting to show some post game, and we need that.
Bobby Phillips, 90.5 WASU and Appalachian Weekly News. So first off, great win today, Coach Sharp. But looking a little bit ahead to the Georgia Southern game, a little bit of a conference rival right there. What's one thing from this game that you want to keep going into this game, and what's one thing you want to improve on?
Yeah, we want to beat our rivals. I think I got the most text messages after Marshall, just teams that used to be in the SoCon. Our alumni really love these matchups. And I think just securing home wins. They've got some really talented post play, so we're going to have to do a great job in our post defense. But we just want to keep going. We want to keep going. We want to keep growing as a basketball team. I still think defensively there's still too many easy layups and straight line drives. We got to continue to defend the basketball, but just sticking together. Jamani Ingram, you look at her stat sheet, it's not huge, but I thought she had major minutes for us and did a great job. And, that's the thing is we just have so many people, and continuing with our team theme, we had 18 assists, 13 turnovers. And that's the other thing too, is just continuing to keep our turnovers down. Because the more shots, our field goal percentage is so good. So the more shots we get, the more points we're going to score, and we got to continue to ball security.
Fran Murphy with the Appalachian. Coach, you just mentioned that you only had 13 turnovers for the game. Has that been a point of emphasis recently?
Definitely. We had 20 a week ago when we played Old Dominion. I think we had 13 on Saturday. And we're kind of all or nothing. We're either right around a baker's dozen or we're up at 20. And so we're averaging about 17. And I'm not going to say we have to have this many turnovers, because you can win a basketball game with 20 turnovers. But like I said, we're one of the best teams in the conference in field goal percentage. And we just got to make sure we get enough shots to win a game. And, valuing the ball, I think if you look at our team, we had a lot of pass fakes, and you probably hear the bench, fake, pass fake. It's probably the word that comes out of my mouth most in practice every day. And all that stuff just takes time. It takes time. It takes reps. You have to make new habits as a basketball player. And so you start seeing those habits come alive.
And then also, Zeta Porter down the stretch was able to convert 6 for 6 from the line. Could you just speak a little bit on closing out games like this?
I think that's one of the biggest growth points of our team is our free throw shooting. I mean, there was one point in time we were last in the league in free throw shooting, and our last 2 games we have closed out really well. And we play a free throw game all the time called Peas in the Pod. And I said it to the staff today. I said, because we used to never be able to make our free throws. It's like a pressure shooting game. If you miss the first one, you get 2. You don't want points. It's a fun little game. And now we go on runs and we'll make 10, 11, 12 in a row. And so all that stuff is a process. And everybody tells you as a head coach, you got to trust the process. And you kind of get frustrated hearing that. But everything you want to do, defense, offense, out of bounds, special teams. We didn't close out the quarter the right way. We're in the middle of that process of getting better in all those areas. And so we just got to keep finding those simple things and keep getting better.
Hey, Coach Triblake with the Appalachian. You spoke about Elena and Rylan's paint presence, but a combined 2 of 4 from them from 3 tonight. What do you think adding that stretch 5, that stretch 4 ability to them can add to the team's whole game?
Well, it's where we want to go with the program. That was kind of the vision coming in from a X's and O's standpoint, was to be able to play 5 out, and it's a good fit for what we want to do. And I go back to Rylan Moffitt, didn't really shoot the 3 last year, and I went back and watched her JUCO clips, and I'm like, man, you got a really nice shot. And then she never really shoots it in practice, and so then you got to get her to actually shoot it. Elena, we knew, could shoot the 3. I mean, she was comfortable doing it. Sometimes you got to remind her, get in the paint also. But it just creates a tough matchup. When you look at other people's bigs, they get a little uncomfortable having to go out on the perimeter, and then it gives us space to have some downhill drives and attacks.
Any further questions? All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thanks for being here, everybody.